The NBA 2K League draft is coming up on January 26th, and last week we talked to Brendan Donahue, and he mentioned some potential draft prospects.
And recently we caught up with one of them, dropping dimes left and right. This is a player you won't want to miss on draft night.
The rookie fires away. What a shot.
I try to fit as much time studying in between playing the game, but that definitely can be tough sometimes.
The fun thing about draft night for this year is we don't know who the #1 pick is going to be right now.
Our next guest is a top draft prospect in the 2023 NBA 2K League draft. His name is Ryan Harris, but you might know him as Spam. Spam, welcome to the show.
Appreciate you for having me. I appreciate you for having me. How you doing?
I'm doing
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jonas Valanciunas is hitting a lot of threes. So many so that his teammates started calling him Dirk Valanciunas. He says, I'm just taking what's out there. If I have an open shot, I'll take it. If I'm making it, I'll keep taking it. Simple as that. But, guys, you better believe he still can get it done inside as well.
Oh, he can, no question. Thanks, David. With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. Do you feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
And now the Lakers starting group. They'll go small with LeBron at the 4 and Davis at the 5. A great one out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 side. And for the Pelicans, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard. Now here's McCollum. Now here's Ingram. Tipped away. To the right side. The great one. The three-pointer is right on target.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Davis, that's for 2. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
How do you stop that? Davis on the catch and fire. That's unfair.
Daniels passes to Valanciunas. Here's Hachimura. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pelicans still look like they're getting going. 7-point differential. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, the Great One.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from. for the Lakers.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace and transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's McCollum. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
The combination of agility and reach makes AD a lethal defender, capable of sending shots back from anywhere.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's McCollum. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
New Orleans making a switch here. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out New Orleans, they're in third place.
And I think for New Orleans, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
And you're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
LeBron kicks to Hachimura. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Davis has got his second bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
McCollum finds Hayes. Open and close and nails it.
Such an effective playmaker. You gotta be impressed with CJ's ability to hit open teammates.
And the way CJ McCollum-Gray can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And another three for the Lakers.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pelicans trailed by 16. Now Hayes. Daniels kicks to McCollum. New Orleans moving the ball around. Nance passes to Murphy. Clock at 6. And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here.
Substitution for your Pelicans. Najee Marshall. Herbert Jones.
McCollum against Westbrook. In the corner, it's James. Jacks up a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
LeBron James.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
32 seconds left to play in the first. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 19. That's tipped and stolen by LeBron. Hachimura the pass to the great one. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. LeBron with the block.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. You better watch out when LeBron is around.
And so it's Los Angeles cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Pelicans fans, please Let's give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Lakers leading by 22. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Jones is out there with Ingram, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And the ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Williamson. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. With the ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Jones finds Williamson. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away.
Zion
What's the
Williamson.
meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Murphy's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Herbert Jones.
Los Angeles.
I love the toughness from Jonas Valanciunas, and he is lighting it up tonight.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Pelicans fans, here's your Pelicans dance team.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's the great one, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal
It's
foul.
impressive, the level of domination
Shooting for Los
at both
Angeles.
ends, and
The
you're
great
seeing
one.
the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
Now, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
On defense, the Lakers. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. It's stolen by Schroeder. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The Great Ones got a perfect 4 of 4 from long range. Deadly with the three ball tonight. Pass to Valanciunas. Unloads from 9. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Here's the Great One. Oh!
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Ingram passes to Murphy. Back to Ingram. There's the 3. And Davis pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Williamson throws it down.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. 1:57 left now here in the second. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. Walker in the post. Murphy's there. Here's the Great One. Oh!
Yes.
The Great One.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Snatched away. The Great One passes to Schroeder, and another basket for the Lakers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Pass to Daniels. Back to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. Knocked away. Stolen by Walker. For the finish. And finished off by Walker.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Here's the Great One. 24 points for him. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Daniels with it. Picked up by Davis. They get a hand on it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a hell ball violation. Jump ball.
So it's the Lakers now. Los Angeles has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go.
Oh, did you see that? Great pass. We talk about AD's guard-like skills. That includes his floor vision.
26 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Williamson. Banked in off the glass. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's the Great One. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The Lakers came ready to play. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. They were hot as the first quarter came to a close, making all 5 of their last 5 shots of the period. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So the Lakers 5 right now. They'll go small with LeBron at the 4.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's the Great One. He's covered by Daniels. Tries it from 9. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Jones checked in for the Pelicans. Los Angeles shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. McCollum finds Ingram. Jones with it. From outside the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
The Pelicans have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And the Lakers call time here.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Put your hands together. I can hear you for your Pelicans dance team.
And that one falls for Jones. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. Here's the great one. 33 points for him. And the layup falls.
The great one.
The great one's got 35 in the game.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Poked away. Walker taking his time here. Passes it to Davis. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
3.
Walker's got 3 assists in the game. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Knocks it loose. Williamson dishes to McCollum. Ingram against Walker. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Such a pure score. The defense getting too aggressive on C.J. McCollum.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
So for the Pelicans, Larry Nance is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson. And it's Marshall in for Brandon Ingram. And the Lakers also making a change. Cousins is checked in. The first one falls. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge. Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Schroeder. The Pelicans make their last shot. Cousins, the pass to Walker. 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
It's a money spot for Cousins. He is comfortable from the mid-range.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for James. Anthony comes in for Walker. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Cullen passes it to Hayes. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Anthony. Now here is Hachimura. Covered by Hayes. Cans it from downtown.
having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
The Pelicans shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And so it's New Orleans with it after the basket by the Lakers. Marshall deciding where to go with it. No good, unable to end this run.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Now, here's Cousins. Larry Nance able to get his shot to go. Basket, good.
I think the body control is the most impressive element about DeMarcus Cousins. He's a well-coordinated athlete.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting one.
And Cousins, no good on that one. For New Orleans, they've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
We see you, C.J. McCollum, playing down low.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Cloak loose. It's stolen by Hachimura. With 4 seconds on the clock, and Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Hachimura. Hachimura's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific team. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Devontae Graham, and it's Lewis in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Drills it from outside. Lewis has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Westbrook kicks to Hachimura. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's going to go back the other direction, but they've played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Substitution for your Pelicans. Larry Nance Jr., Jackson Hayes, Najee Marshall, Herbert Jones.
Marshall passes to Jones. No good from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Hayes. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And there's the pass to Hachimura. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Some things change here in the league, but a little trash talk still seems, Steve, like a key component to the game. I'm having a hard time remembering. Did you partake in that?
I did, Kevin, but I didn't call it trash talk. We just talked, and you tried to get into your opponent's head. And also, for me, I played better when I was talking.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
One of the more controversial players in the game. What's amazing through all the scrutiny is the consistency of Cousins' production.
And the shot goes in.
LeBron James.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Poked away. Westbrook with the steal. Here's the great one. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Graham inside the line. And the Pelicans miss again.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And that one's good, Cousins.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Westbrook dishes to Cousins. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. Hachimura kicks to Westbrook. Back to Hachimura. Shoots over Graham. Again, Los Angeles.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
Pass to Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And stolen by LeBron.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 51 victories for them on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Great One.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7, he has made 7.
The Great One. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Graham, the pass to Jones. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. New Orleans making some changes here. Hernan Gomez comes in for Larry Nance. And Lewis subbed in for Herbert Jones.
Billy Hernan Gomez.
And stolen by James.
Kyra Lewis Jr.
Here's the Great One. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. The Great One's got 43 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this
is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And James throws it down hard.
I love when Russell Westbrook gambles on defense. He grabs the steal and jump starts the fast break.
And so Graham will bring it up for New Orleans. Lewis kicks to Marshall. Knocks it loose. Westbrook with the steal. One-on-one here. Cousins dishes to Westbrook. Back to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You keep taking care of business. How is your game traveling on the road?
We just try to have a road warrior mentality. We understand when we go on the road, it's just us. The Laker faithful, they travel with us too sometimes, but we know it's just all about us and how we can play well on the road, and we've been doing that this year so far.
Yeah, you kept this crowd quiet down the stretch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.